Have you ever felt like your closest ally could betray you in ways you never imagined? Until one discovery gave you the strength to confront the truth and reclaim what was yours. This is my story. My name is Natalie Rivera, and at 34 years old, I discovered that the friend I trusted most had stolen everything from me until I found the courage to expose her lies and create something meaningful from the wreckage. I grew up in Santa Fe, New Mexico, a city rich in culture and history, but often overshadowed by its struggles with poverty and inequality. My parents were artists who taught me the value of creativity and hard work. From an early age, I dreamed of starting my own fashion line, a brand that would celebrate diversity and empower women. Through bold designs, it wasn't just a dream, it was my calling. After graduating from design school, I moved to Austin, Texas, a vibrant hub for innovation and entrepreneurship. There, I met Camila Torres, a fellow designer who shared my passion for fashion. We quickly became inseparable, spending countless hours brainstorming ideas, sketching designs, and dreaming of building a business together. Camila was charismatic, ambitious, and seemed genuinely invested in our partnership. For years, we worked side by side, pouring our hearts into creating a unique vision for our brand. But as our company gained traction, cracks began to show in our relationship. Camila often dismissed my ideas, claiming they were too risky or unmarketable. She pushed for changes that compromised the integrity of our designs, prioritizing profit over purpose. I tried to intervene, reminding her of why we started this journey, but she brushed me off. "Natalie," she'd say with a condescending smile, "you're too idealistic. Let me handle the business side." Her words stung, but I told myself she knew best. After all, she was the one managing our finances and negotiating deals with investors. But deep down, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was deeply wrong. Then, one day, everything changed. During a routine audit, I discovered discrepancies in our accounts. Certain transactions were labeled as miscellaneous expenses, but the amounts were unusually high. Suspicious, I dug deeper and uncovered evidence that Camila had been embezzling money from the company, funneling it into offshore accounts under her name. It was as if the dreams we had shared were nothing more than a facade, a carefully constructed lie designed to deceive me. For weeks, I struggled to process the magnitude of what I had uncovered. How could the friend I loved and trusted be capable of such betrayal? How could I confront her without destroying everything we had built together? But as I reflected on our journey, I realized that the truth wasn't just about exposing wrongdoing, it was about reclaiming my identity and my purpose. I decided to act. Using the evidence I had gathered, I confronted Camila, demanding an explanation. At first, she denied everything, accusing me of being jealous of her success. But when I presented her with the documents, her confidence crumbled. "How did you find these?" she asked, her voice trembling. "You can't tell anyone. If this gets out, it'll ruin everything." "I already know what you've done," I replied, my voice firm, "and I won't let you get away with it." Camila pleaded with me to stay quiet, promising to make amends and repay the stolen money. But I knew that wasn't enough. I filed a lawsuit against her, exposing her crimes to the public. The case gained national attention, and soon, stories of victims began to surface. Investors who had been deceived, employees who had been cheated out of their wages, and collaborators who had suffered due to her actions came forward to share their experiences. Their stories resonated deeply with me, reminding me of why I had chosen this path. As the trial unfolded, I watched Camilla's empire crumble. Her once unshakable confidence turned into desperation as the evidence mounted against her. Friends and allies abandoned her, and her reputation was destroyed. In the end, the court ruled in my favor, ordering restitution for the damages she had caused. I used the recovered funds to rebuild my life and start anew. But I didn't stop there. Determined to prevent others from falling victim to similar schemes, I founded an organization dedicated to raising awareness about financial abuse and ethical entrepreneurship. I called it Dreams Reclaimed, a name that reflected my journey of resilience and renewal. Through the organization, I provided resources, counseling, and mentorship to individuals navigating similar situations. I also launched educational programs to teach financial literacy and self-advocacy, ensuring that aspiring entrepreneurs had the tools they needed to thrive independently. One of the people I helped was Emma Thompson, a young designer from Nashville, Tennessee, whose business partner had stolen her ideas and sold them to clients without giving her credit or compensation. When she first came to us, she was broken and hopeless, unsure of how to move forward. Together, we worked to secure legal claims, recover stolen assets, and create a plan for rebuilding her brand. Watching her regain her confidence and take control of her future reminded me of my own journey and the strength I had discovered within myself. Another individual, Mia Chen, shared a story eerily similar to mine. Her co-founder in San Jose, California, had also betrayed her, leaving her financially destitute and emotionally shattered. When she learned about Dreams Reclaimed, she reached out for support. Together, we helped her navigate the legal system, recover her stolen assets, and start anew. Her gratitude reinforced my belief that the work we were doing was making a difference, not just for individuals, but for society as a whole. As Dreams Reclaimed grew, so did my sense of purpose. I realized that Camilla's betrayal, while devastating, had given me a gift, the opportunity to help others heal and rebuild their lives. By turning my pain into action, I was able to honor the parts of my relationship with her that mattered most. The lessons I learned about resilience, forgiveness, and the importance of standing up for what's right. But building Dreams Reclaimed wasn't without its challenges. There were moments when I questioned whether I was strong enough to carry the weight of so many stories, so much pain. There were times when the memories of Camilla's lies threatened to overwhelm me, pulling me back into the darkness. But I reminded myself of why I started this journey: to create a better future, not just for myself, but for others. Through the individuals I met, I discovered something profound. Healing isn't a linear process. It's messy, unpredictable, and often painful. But it's also transformative. By sharing our stories, supporting one another, and taking steps toward change, we can reclaim our power and rewrite our narratives. That realization became the foundation of Dreams Reclaimed, not just as an organization, but as a movement. Looking back, I realized that Camilla didn't just leave me a legacy of pain, she gave me the tools to transform it into something meaningful. Her actions forced me to confront truths I might otherwise have avoided, pushing me to grow in ways I never imagined. And while I'll never fully understand why she chose to live the way she did, I've come to accept that her choices don't define me. Instead, they've shaped me into the person I am today, stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever to make a difference. Through Dreams Reclaimed, I've learned that power isn't about control or revenge, it's about creating opportunities for others to thrive. It's about using your pain to fuel positive change, to lift others up when they feel like they can't stand on their own. And it's about recognizing that, no matter how broken you feel, You have the ability to rebuild not just your life, but the lives of those around you. If you're watching this and feeling betrayed, remember, your pain doesn't have to define you. You have the power to turn it into purpose, to create something beautiful out of something broken. If this story resonates with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Subscribe for more inspiring stories, and let's rewrite our legacies together.